visions. I've seen it in my manifestation. I'm sleeping this guy and gonna create the most viral knockout ever.
We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds.
one thing.
I got
If
the
find
8-year-olds
out
in there.
anything, If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna beat Jaden on Love. On my mama, I'm gonna beat both of y'all ass.
For them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take any.
Gervonta Tank Davis fired back after Jake Paul allegedly boasted that he'd knock him out within just 3 rounds. The claim instantly fueled tension and amplified the anticipation surrounding their upcoming clash. Insiders say this bout stands apart from anything Davis has taken on before. For a fighter of his world-class pedigree to meet an opponent from Jake's background feels unorthodox, prompting critics to ask what's truly at stake. Many believe that a loss for Tank could rattle his reputation and legacy like few defeats ever could. But if Davis manages to neutralize Paul's size, strength, and momentum, it would mark a career-defining triumph. A statement win that cements his mastery of pure skill over hype. A moment destined to be remembered as the night Tank Davis reaffirmed his greatness.
He's the bona fide world champion. I don't care if he's much smaller. I think Jake Paul has sort of plateaued as far as where his boxing is concerned. It's rather low level. He's big, he's physical, he's strong, he can hit. So there is that risk. Davis, at lightweight, you're in a moment where it's too physical for you. You can clinch. Against the heavyweight, where you clinching? You ain't getting out of that corner just clinching anymore if you run out of space. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. But Davis, listen, there's a lot of talking points that I'm sure we'll get into when this gets closer to the fight. Davis can still punch a lightweight, can drop a heavyweight. There's a lot to gain there, right? If Davis knocks...
The answer is yes.
If Davis drops Jake on his ass, as much as Davis is the one with more to lose, it's still a highlight moment.
A visual that will stay forever.
Yeah, but if you get dropped, even if you're smaller, you're still a world champion in multiple weight classes. If you get dropped, what's the look? What's the feel? On the inside, as boxers, me and Chris Algieri, the champion, even you, Jimmy, you have fight experience, so we know that the risk is a big guy that big hits you. You're probably going down if you're a small guy, if he hits you clean. So we know the risk, but how does it look to the public eye who don't understand that? You know what I mean? The public. So there is a lot to lose, though. There's a bit to gain. I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with this had Davis's career arc been one that benefited boxing. Davis was manufactured and put into a position where he's supposed to benefit boxing, and I don't think he has. I think he's hurt boxing. So by giving him this reward, that's my problem. Why are we watching this? Why don't you make him...
Jake Paul has cranked up the pressure, vowing to deliver the knockout of the year when he steps in against Gervonta Davis. For Paul, this isn't just another matchup, it's a mission for validation. He's promising a finish so explosive it'll dominate global sports headlines. His words leave no doubt. Paul sees this bout as more than a fight. It's his chance to silence critics, prove he belongs, and secure his place among the sport's biggest names. By putting his faith in power, precision, and pure spectacle, Jake Paul is chasing legacy through shock value, not convention.